Okay, y'all. This here is for my peoples. My peoples is anybody that's watching this season of Real Housewives of Orange County. Okay, if you know that this was the very first Housewives franchise. So this is the OG and the OGs. But now we in 2026 and they done brought Vicky back to the band. Now Vicky back and she wants to get the Trace Amigas back together. And that's Vicky, Tamara, and Shannon. But Shannon, she holding on to her boundaries real bad. Okay, she like, I see you, Tamara. I'm not getting too close. That's her whole perspective. So Vicky, right, is over in the OC because she live in Mexico now. She didn't dipped out of the US and moved on down to Mexico, but something's up with her paperwork and she can't quite get over there right now. So Tamara's like, y'all, I'm gonna have a party, a little siesta, biesta. It's pretty much what we need to call what Tamara called herself hosting. It was a biesta. That was some bull Twinkies. But anyways, then Gina and Emily, I didn't know they was best friends, but that's what Emily says. Now, Gina, now her and Emily is best friends. So the question comes into play, is Carmela's gift to Emily for her birthday, considering she's a new member of the cast, she gonna be here. She's a new member of the cast, and she's getting to know people, just like, she's getting to know people, and she can afford to sprinkle a little razzle dazzle on it, if you understand what I'm saying when it comes to the pocketbook. She got that real good, girl. I likes Carmela. Now, who else am I missing? I don't know. But it just became, so the whole question, and Jen and Heather. This Jen and Heather situation is really starting to annoy me. Because you know what? Jen got a backbone this season, okay? She is coming in looking beautiful. She be put together, okay? I guess Ryan is over there hitting the jackpot over there in Las Vegas, because they look like they living life kind of comfortably now. Like, she don't have the stress that she had from the previous season at all. And I want Jen to stay. I do, because I really see her character like evolving, like just really, really, really evolving. And that's all right with me. Shoot, what is you going fast to meet me at the stop sign, at the stoplight? You did all that to meet me at the stoplight. Just look at this. Look, watch. I didn't move before you moved, and you did all that going past me for nothing. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah, I like Jen. I like her as a partner for someone, partner or wife. I like her. Like, she's very, yeah, we'll get into that another day, but she's definitely grown on me. And what she's saying about Heather's on camera persona is spot on. Like, Heather always comes and wants to be the one who's throwing the party. But let somebody say they got a hair in their food, she's like, it's unbelievable. I would never allow for that to happen. Girl, shut up. So, here we are. And now, Heather is finally kind of being, her wig is kind of being shifted for just a quick moment. Because, here go old messy Tamara ass. Here she come. Well, no, you don't actually do that. You might think that you do that, and that might be how you perceive that. You have behaved. But what we see is, it's more like you talking behind people's backs. And that's where I felt Jen, where I felt Jen, where she was like, hold up, wait. What we talking about here, Heather? Because we were having a conversation. And if you just didn't want to memorize the periodic table, then everything else we talked about was objective judgments and opinions. So to make it seem like you are having this conversation with Jen and you guys are just strictly just talking about this, don't assume that your feelings are my feelings. Well, you the one who said Tamara da. Well, you asked me. Well, you said it. Oh, that's what we're talking about with you, Heather. Like Heather, she strike me as she could be, one of them OC girls. But it just be like, she act like she's 75 trapped in a 50-year-old lady's body. Like, girl. Okay, we get it. Old Hollywood is what you want to emulate your life and Dr. DeBro's life on is old Hollywood glam with new and old money mixed together. So, did I get everybody? Yeah. But Tamara, that's who we own, y'all. We own Tamara, but then we not gonna be on Tamara. Because we ain't finna let Tamara take over the rest of the episodes going back and forth like being bipolar. Yeah, that's what she acting like. On camera, she acting a certain way. She dropping the juice. Off camera, she getting the juice. It's like you on both sides of the crime and you don't want nobody to say nothing. Girl, what little dingly winglies? I made that up just off the top of the head. What? Oh, you been hanging out with, girl? That's why Jim was like, oh, wait a minute, no. We got to get this together. I might have let you slide, and I'm going to say for the cameras, it wasn't my business, and I shouldn't have said nothing. And I don't think, Jen, you really should have apologized, because you should have held that bitch to the fire for at least 15 more minutes. That's what you should have did. I would have drugged that shit all the way out to the reunion. Just the way Heather did. Because bet you we gonna get to the reunion and you gonna think Heather is your friend. But she like, well, compared to the other ladies, you and I really aren't that close. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's always Heather's comeback. You and I, we're just not that close. Or you and I, we're just not in the same tax bracket. You know what, Heather? I would love to come lay my ass on one of your beds, lay out on your lawn, lay out on the backyard, take a poo, have heated diaper, what you call them things, baby wipes, heated baby wipes, a bidet, and somebody to offer me a change of panties when I came out the bathroom. Okay, yes, I do. I want to live like that. But I don't want to live like that all the time, Like, I'm good with regular shit. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, y'all, Heather just about done work my nerves. So by the end of this season, I'm thinking we're going to get the true Heather that we really, really, really want. Like, she is still young. She is refreshing. And she got the bread. She just need to rewatch this stuff and stop trying to cover her butt like Kathy Hilton was trying to do on them first couple of episodes when she came on to Beverly Hills. Kathy, as you can see, the people love you for just being quirky, but you're gonna have to check the quirk, or else we're gonna have to prescribe you some medicine, and you're gonna have to show your doctor notice that you can show up for work. Because what you can't do is be running around here with all these different multiple personalities and then little jokes and then say, well, I would never say that. It came out of your mouth. It wasn't intimated or insinuated. You said it. Okay? That's where I'm at with it, y'all. So that's my little rant, my little take on this episode. And everybody went over to Tamara house and put how they felt about put it in a box. I said, okay, I like that. Put it in a box. And Vicky. Oh, I forgot to talk about Vicky ass. Here come Vicky. Talking about Emily. Emily is funny. Okay? Emily is the gotcha girl. I like Emily, but she be crying too much. She be over there crying. Crying ass. Anywho, she said Vicky is a Debbie Downer, y'all. She done said Debbie Downer. Boy, Vicky took so much offense to being called a Debbie Downer, y'all. It was hilarious. She thought, oh no, you got me fucked up. Oh, I am not a Debbie Downer. I'm the funniest person that you know. They like, oh, you harping on that real bad, you know. Like, at least Tamara took hers and said, you know what? Thank you. I will reflect. Vicky said, no, you will not. You gonna put some respect on my name, ho. I was here first. That's what she wanted to say. That's really what Vicky wanted to say. Vicky wanted to say, well, you better recognize. Shit, the first reunion was in my backyard. I like Vicky, but I don't like Vicky because Vicky is one of them. And that's why she over there in Mexico. Smuggling in auto parts and other things. You know, over there being good and crooked. And got money. Anywho, y'all. That, like I said, that's my time. That's my Real Housewives of Orange County. Little, you know, little cliff notes. That's where I'm at with it. So, the question I'm going to leave you with is, who worked your nerves the most on this last episode of Real Housewives of Orange County? See y'all later.